Greetings from Jen Lynn Tarot. Tonight, I want to look at the Georgia governor's race. Brian Kemp, the Republican, and Stacey Abrams is the Democrat candidate. Brian Kemp is in charge of the Election Commission and is blocking 53,000 voter registrations, 70% of which are African American voters. So that's over 37,000 African American voters who are blocked from voting in this election. I want to take a look first at the actual election, and then I want to take a look at Brian Kemp and see if he is ever going to get in trouble for what he is doing. He's obviously rigging the election results for himself. So we'll start first with looking at the election, November 6th. Georgia governor's race. So this will be for Brian Kemp. And Stacey Abrams. In the past for Brian, he's working hard, working on his campaign, working to block votes. In the present, the Queen of Wands, I think he's looking at Stacey as the Queen of Wands, as the fair and honest woman, the open woman who has nothing to hide. I'll lay some clarifiers for that to make sure. In final outcome, wow, he's got a lot of arrows pointing at him. He's more communication coming, information coming fast. Definitely gonna have to lay clarifiers for that. Let's see for Stacey. Stacey, we have in the past the Page of Pentacles. She's a former state rep. She's worked her way through political situations in the past successfully. And she's showing here as a student of politics. In the present, oh, she is carrying a burden. Don't we believe it? You know, how do you fight when your voters are being blocked from voting? Final outcome, out in the cold. Dark night of the soul. Doesn't look good for her, but I'm going to lay some clarifiers for Brian's final outcome just to check this. To me, this may symbolize all the votes he's going to get because he's blocked so many from voting for her. Power. You know, a lot of times this shows up as a sword of truth, but you know, at most, it's the sword of power. He's in power. He's got control of it. Yeah, he's holding the world in his hands and looking to his future. So I think the election is going to go to him. I think she's going to be out in the cold. So let's take a look and see if this is going to be contested, or is Brian going to get in trouble for this? So signifier for Brian, judgment. The people are judging. All these people, they're judging him for it. In the past, the hanged man trying to delay people from being able to vote. The present, yeah, he's sitting pretty as the King of Cups. Look at me. In the future, there's an offer coming. I'd have to lay more cards to see what this offer's about. Patience. This card is also about integration, and it's pretty obvious that Brian Kemp is not allowing the integration of African Americans in Georgia. Let's see. Yeah, nostalgia. He wants things the way they used to be when he could rule the roost. Future, the Page of Cups. It's interesting. There's a lot of cups here. There's a lot of emotion around this. I'm still not getting a clear picture on the future, so I'm going to lay one more row. The past, the hoarder card, hanging on to what he's got, hanging on to his votes. Present, the high priestess, keeping secrets. The hoarder card, he could also be hoarding the 53,000 applications that he's blocked from voter registration that apparently are sitting on his desk. Future, Ace of Wands, new beginnings, more information coming. I'm going to lay some clarifiers for all the future here because I'm not seeing any kind of legal repercussions. Yeah, money, graft. He's gotten money from people, gifts from the Knight of Cups. He's gotten offers and gifts from people to help him. Yeah, looking to his future still. The Page of Cups. And Queen of Wands with the Ace of Wands, which I feel like this represented Stacy in the last reading. I'm still not getting a clear picture if new information is going to come out that she actually won. I'm going to take another look at this and see if he's going to face any challenges, any legal repercussions, revotes, or allowing the people that didn't get to vote to cast a ballot, or Brian Kemp, is he going to get in any trouble for what he's doing blocking voters. He's also closed polls locations so that people have to drive further to get to a place to vote. I'm going to do this in a Celtic cross, just the center. Wow, I do not think he's going to get in trouble for doing this. In the center, he's still sitting pretty as the King of Cups. In the foundation, the bright light of the sun shining on him, happy days. In the past, the magician, the great manipulator. Crowning it, partying, celebrating. In the future, looking at all he's got. Well, even the magician card has a cup on it, so there's just emotion overflowing about this. You know, he's happy, he's smug, he's content, but it doesn't look like he's going to get in trouble over it. Let's try one more time looking at say by January, is anything going to come of this? Two months after the election, Brian Kemp. Will anything be done about his manipulating? The Emperor, I feel like this is Trump in this, doing nothing about it, not investigating, not looking into it. You know, if you can get away with grabbing women's private parts and getting elected to president, so why would you do anything about looking at voter registrations and blocking people from voting? In the foundation is the person stabbed in the back. I feel this is Stacy. In the recent past, yeah, I'm looking 2 months out. So in the recent past, after the election, the mourning card, keeping people up at night. Excuse me. And out in the cold, I feel like this is Stacy out in the cold, because here in the future, Kemp is still sitting pretty. He's still the King of Cups. He's still sitting pretty. I don't see any legal cards that anyone's going after him. So, hate to say it, but in Trump world, you can stab people in the back, and you can stab constituents in the back, and it doesn't matter. You'll still come out as the King of Cups. This to see what happens November 6th, but unless something changes in the energy, big protests or something, it doesn't look like Brian Kemp's going to get in trouble over this, and it looks like he will win the election. That's it for today. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, and I'll see you on the next one.